Hi there and hello. I would like to show you how to use with Synfire to contact instruments with programs and why I would not recommend to do this. Okay, so we have here Synfire again, and let's create a new rec entry. Therefore, I'm going to select here also VSTs, native instruments, Kontakt entry. By the way, there's another video that shows, the maybe better recommended way from my side. I think it's better. But however, let's create a new one. So here, the next, create new multi-program. Kontakt 7 device. Where is it? Is that the name now? Strange. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Or is it that one? Good question. We can try renaming that. Test program, and then we should see. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay. So we can start or show Kontakt here. There is nothing loaded yet. We have one channel. So in Kontakt we have something interesting. So if you cannot just drag and drop the instruments as usual, because then every instrument is on one channel, and that is not what we want here. We want only one channel in total, but the possibility to change by a program code. So we click here on disk symbol and say new instrument bank. Then click on the wrench. So here we have the program numbers. Then you can start dragging and dropping different instruments from the left side to this position. So you can do like this. And if you're lazy, you can select multiple and just drop multiple of them here. Okay. It is clear that all the things you dropped here, they are loaded into the memory, and that may also take some time and memory, of course. You cannot, so I didn't find a way to see the typical visual interface in Kontakt for those different instruments. If you double click one, I don't know, I cannot edit this. Oh, that's strange, because in the past it worked, or sometimes, I don't know. Normally if you double click you can edit this, but however it does not show you the typical graphical display. It's the more in the background settings stuff, and for some instruments you want to change something that it sounds like you want it, or if you use, for example, audio impaired, they have something that's these start position, and if you try playing that, it's a little bit a problem if the instrument starts later. That is usual for audio impaired instruments. Okay, however, let's go back to the description on that side. So the first issue here with Kontakt instruments is that normally there's a way to import all those existing programs, this, not channels but programs, automatically. So it should list everything you have here. So I'm going to remove the existing stuff here first. And normally you can click here, extract from plugin. So what it does here with Kontakt, because it's an issue in that what it returns, it lists you 128 programs. Yeah, but not with this text. So you can do this, but on the end you have to edit every line and remove all the lines you don't have. So it doesn't help you. Okay, we can now add own bank and can do this manually. So, but this is a lot of effort, of course. Now you have to read from the right side. Copy and paste is also not possible here. Okay, and then you can start entering like this string legato. Anyway, you have to assign here that category that, for example, this is a string, and yeah, I don't know which string exactly this is. Okay, however, it's string, and then you can do it with the next. Let's say this is strings high, so states. Okay. So, yeah, of course, I'm too lazy now to enter all those strings, but I think 2 is enough. So the next thing we need to do is to assign the program number. The first one has 1. So the second one has 2. So that is the number you see on the right side. Okay. Then normally it should work already. You would scan for the sound range. We can try. I'm not sure if everything fits, but let's see. Yeah, it's doing something. So it's playing here from program 1 and finding the right range. I'm not sure if you can do this all at once. If you select multiple, maybe that would be nice. See if I, yeah, it looks good. So I think you can select multiple and then auto scan and take a cup of coffee. It takes a while. Okay, the next one I just skip. That we don't need at the moment. So if you go back here, we have one channel. Please remember, we have one channel, and one channel means you can only play one sound. The program is only to change the sound. You cannot play 2 sounds in parallel here. So let's try. I close it. So it's called test program. And okay, saving. Let's add the instrument here in the arrangement, selecting test program, and I select the first one. Okay, and I select the other as well. Test program. Isn't it the same? Oh, yeah, maybe that's already the channel issue. Because it shows me the same again. You can play the same from different rows here to the same instrument. Yes. but you cannot play it in parallel because you have only one free channel. Let's remove that. What can we do? And now it gets a little bit nice. Remove. Different possibilities. One possibility is that, and that is the one that is not nice, we can create here another bank entry. And doing all the same thing again. That means it would look like there's a new instrument bank, so another bank entry, and then you can assign all of them again. And I mean, if you can drag and drop like here, then it's easy, but if you want to select a little bit better, it's a lot of work. So I do this, by dragging, dropping, because I know it's the same order. Please remember that takes memory, so it's loading time, especially when you then later load the whole thing again. And so what do we have here? We have this first bank listening on channel 1. Second bank is listening on channel 2. It has the same content. By the way, you can make your life a little bit easier if you go to the disk symbol and save a bank to a file, and then go to your whatever explorer, and this file I think you can drag and drop it directly here into. So it's a possibility. But how many banks do you want? I mean, you can have up to 16 banks as 16 channels, even if you have a lot of memory. So yeah, okay, it's possible. And how would it look like here, like this, for this? So here we have still one channel. We need another channel because we're going to play 2 instruments. Okay. I'm not sure why it's sorry, I'm on the wrong one here, so I have to select test program again and adding another one. So this stuff here, in that case, that behaves different as from the other video I showed. You assign direct instruments to a channel. This is more kind of auto selection, and especially if you click here and you say the preferred channel is automatic. So it has a look, what is the free channel? And of course it must be like that. To any channel you send nodes, it must have the same program behind. Otherwise you get something totally different suddenly. Okay, however, this hopefully works now. If I close this again, remember before it was not possible to add the other instruments. What's going on now? Maybe it's storing all this stuff now here. Could be. Okay, let's add another instrument. Test program. Yeah, now I can select it. So this was string high legato first, and now I take string high sustain. Okay, that's good. I'm drawing something stupid here as well, and showing you thing and playing it together, and you see both are used. So yeah, that is a way you can do it. So it takes a lot of memory, especially if you use, that's up to 16 channels, and loading time, of course. Another way is the following. you can do only one bank here. That means one bank is like having only one channel. Selecting, I don't know why it's always selecting this one, so let's go back here. So let's assume we have only one, so I delete this one. So then I must also remove one channel here. I don't know why I cannot remove it. That's a little bit strange to me. Yeah, I don't know. I cannot remove it here. Maybe it's a bug, I don't know, or I didn't understand something here. Okay, however, just ignore the second one. It cannot be played anyway because we have here only one channel, and that means only one instrument. Or maybe because it's in use, it could be. I think it is the reason, but okay, I don't understand why I cannot remove it. However, what we still have is here an entry in the rack, and we know that entry is capable to play one instrument, and you can select this, let's say, the style of the instrument by the program, because you can define all those program entries. Yeah. So then it is, if you open this, listed here as it I thought it should be listed here a little bit. Okay, maybe I have to save it extra, or okay, save preset, test program. Ah, yeah, okay, so here it is. Okay, that is also nice because now you can remove it and drag it in again. So that means we can just drag and drop it into this here again. But this place is not a good place because this is the general global rack. That means every time you open Synfire, it loads everything here. So if you want this, of course, then place it here. Otherwise, don't do this. So we can remove it, and hopefully we see it then already here in the sound section. The sound section is a very similar thing, but this here. But this is saved in your project only. Here it is. Okay, that means if you drag and drop it into here, you can use it, but it is not globally. It's only for this project, and we can add another. So of course you have now two instances, but the advantage is you load only as many as you need, and not, yeah, 16. So then if we want to use it, we can select here from the arrangement rack the existing ones. Yeah. Or there is another way. I'm not sure why we cannot see it here. I think if we click this wrench here, so maybe that's a good way to do this, but there's another way. If we remove it here again, and of course I have to remove it here from the sounds first, sorry. If there's nothing loaded, I think I have to click the wrench, and then new rec module, and it means this rec in not global, so but in the project. So, and I can select here same test program. Of course, we should find it then here as well. Yeah, here it is. So, but yeah, maybe that is the more clean way to use it here in the arrangement rack. Yeah, don't forget to use this button. That's a little bit tricky if you don't know. Okay, yeah, okay, we want to try it. So let's draw something. Okay. And then, like I said, let's add another one. And we want to use it here. Okay, we must distinguish here a little bit, so we have this different numbers. Hopefully that's good enough. And so far we had string high legato, and now we select the other one. So that means it is using here this engine 1, engine 1, 2, and using the program. It depends which instrument you selected or which sound you selected. So first, it should be now possible to see this as well in parallel, that it works. I open both of them. And go back to stage. Yeah, you see it's playing. So in this case, in that case, yeah, very ugly. It's using, of course, again, channel 1 here, channel 1 there, and the program to change to the right one. Hopefully. Why is it showing here just a selection? Okay, let us quickly try that it really changed the sound. Okay, now I'll select a different one. Yeah, it's a different sound, so it worked. It was just in the view of Kontakt that I think I clicked on it and it didn't show us then what it selected. Yeah, that's it. So it's not my favorite way, I would say, because I also like the graphical interface of the Kontakt instruments. But it's a possibility, and if you have some time to load all those stuff and enough memory, and you take all the effort in programming this many channels or programs there, this up to 128 you can define there, so that sounds very nice. And it's a way. Yeah, have fun, but check also the other video. So maybe that's nicer for you to use that way.